Hello there. Thursday, February 6th. We're on the edge of a snowstorm, what they say. Tomorrow I looked on earlier I looked at tomorrow at the Weather Network webpage, and it looked like freezing rain from like 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that's not good. And the winds are supposed to really pick up tomorrow night, but I haven't seen a wind forecast for anywhere around here yet. So I don't know what kind of winds we're gonna get. The Weather Network is like all-encompassing. Like, it says that there's a storm coming, but you know, intense, destructive winds, you know, kind of stuff. And you go and you take a look at it, and it's like, oh, well, I'm sorry for the people in Newfoundland, but that's for them, you know. So the storm might not even be bad here. We haven't really had any really bad storms. I mean, yeah, we've had some storms, and yes, people lost power, which is not good. I don't enjoy that. Nobody would. But yeah, the storm is coming, so I'm heading over to Sobeys to stock up for a good few days, and then head home. It's kind of cold out today. It's like -7, but it's not too windy right now, so the wind chill isn't too bad. And at least everything is snow covered, but it's actually horrible because the sidewalks are all ice. There's no sand on it anymore, because when it was warm, all the sand and all that stuff just kind of gets driven into the cracks, and then water forms on top of it, and you got 1.5 inch thick ice sidewalks with loose snow on top. So it's a slower walk today for sure. Jesus. While I don't normally elect to walk on the street, it's a lot safer than the sidewalk, and this is a pretty quiet street, so a block back. I was just thinking when I was at the Sobeys parking lot that I hadn't fallen this year, that I hadn't even had like a slide. And then a block back, I went for a little bit of a sail, a 1 foot. Like, I put the foot down and it slid, and my other foot was still in the air, and I went like at least like a good foot of a slide, and I put my other foot down. But the icers, right, obviously, there's snow, so the snow gets packed into the cleats. So you're on top of this fresh snow, and there's ice underneath it. So when your cleats get packed, they're not gripping onto the ice. There's nothing to grip with because they're packed with snow. So and even like the sides, like those where cars haven't driven, there's like lots of ice under those. So it's not too bad of a street. And I'm walking into traffic, of course. It's quiet, it's nice. It's kind of beautiful. And it's actually, probably because of the snow, it's a little insulated, so it is actually not too bad. There's not a wind. So it's actually quite a nice day. I just planned to go get some stuff from Sobeys. And I thought, oh fuck, yesterday was methotrexate Wednesday, so I didn't go anywhere. So I might as well get out for a little bit of a stroll while it's not too bad out. Because I probably won't be leaving the house tomorrow, and maybe not even on Saturday, so. Or at least a good chunk of Saturday. So could be snowed in, who knows. Gonna put a winter interlude here, so just enjoy the crushing snow underneath my feet, and then the quietness beyond. Are you hungry? Want some food? Look, I got some food. I gotta put the phone down. Alright, so 10 o'clock on Thursday night, and we're going to go to Windy. It's so windy. And that's a system that it's crazy. There's like, it's all the way over to like Missouri and Iowa, all the way up around the Great Lakes, and all the way to the East Coast. Right? We are New Brunswick right here. This is wind right now, so wind and temperature. We're going to go to rain, thunder. So we got a little bit of flurries happening right now. Oh shit, wait, no. What the heck? Where are we here? It's all the way into next week. Why the hell is it all the way over there? Alright, so Thursday. So, let's catch up. 6 to 12 a.m. Oh wait, that's into Friday. So let's go back here. Where are we? 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock. I don't know why it's showing snow right now. Okay, this is not making me look good here. Anyhow, so the storm is going to play through. We're still on Friday. Okay, we could have gone a little faster here, but alright, it's going too slow. So we're into Saturday. Around Saturday, around 4 a.m. So, but I go to the Weather Network, and we're looking at Saturday, 12 a.m. here. I was just trying to look at the winds, because it was supposed to be super windy. But it doesn't look too bad. Only like 30 kilometers an hour. But tomorrow from ice pellets all night, it says. Well, I start about 3 or 4 a.m. ice pellets, and then freezing rain starts at 10, and freezing rain is forecast to go right until about 4 to 5 o'clock, and then it turns into snow, and light snow after midnight, so. But again, like they were talking about crazy winds, but no, there's no crazy winds. No crazy winds. This won't be too bad. Again, won't be too bad of a storm. I mean, we're going to get some snow, we're going to get some freezing rain, but nothing compared to what Nova Scotia, the coast of Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Cape Breton, and Newfoundland are going to get smacked. Newfoundland probably really hard again. I don't know if they'll get like the same crazy amount of snow that they got last time, but they'll get a lot of snow. Hello! Welcome to stormy New Brunswick. Trying not to get my phone too wet here. I'm in my shack out back. I'm gonna miss this one. I don't know. I think Sandra had said something about moving it with me, but I don't think we can do that, seeing as it's part of this property. Mind you, they're burning the house down. Ha! Tearing the house down. So who knows? Maybe I can take shit with me. Who knows? What a night. You see the parts of the video that I put together, and you see that Tobias was here last night. So shortly after that, Tobias was here still. He just, I don't know, I fed him like twice, and he was just over by the edge of the barn in the dark. And when I came out, it was just around midnight, and he was still here. And I was debating, I'm like, should I call his owner? And his owner works at a local bar downtown, and I knew that he'd get off like around midnight. So I messaged him, I didn't hear from him, so I called him and said, he's like, oh my God, did you catch him? I was like, no, but he's here. And I said, I can't promise you that he'll still be here when you get here, but if he can hurry, I can stall and try and keep him here as best as I can. So his mother was picking him up, I guess. So they were going to go get some food, but then I think they just ended up hightailing it right to here. So I was in touch with him, and I came out, And I took the food bowl, and Tobias came over from the barn and came over, and he was under the table, and I went over to my usual scrape off point, and I was just going really slow. I was just trying to stall and kind of talking to Tobias while I was doing so. And Tobias was like, fuck this. I don't know what's going on, but see you later, dude. And he like gave two pretty loud meows. It was kind of interesting. Like they were louder than usual. I didn't think he was in pain or anything. There wasn't any animals around, but he started to go over by the edge of the barn again, and then he started to cross across the backyard of the burnt house towards those hedges that you can see way, way back there by my my neighbors, my friends, Al and Jess, and their kids are over there. And that was about when the possible owner of Tobias showed up. So I went and met him on the street and told him that I'd basically seen Tobias last by those hedges. So we had some flashlights and some food and couldn't find Tobias. So we walked over the sidewalk and went to the trail. And I just wanted to see if the, as I call it, the migration trail that the squirrels and cats seem to take this one straight line all the time across the trail and then over to that dilapidated gray carriage house that's down the way. But there were no fresh tracks there, so Tobias was either still in that yard of my neighbors or whatever. We didn't know. So we looked around. Then as we were in the driveway again, this guy's mother pulled up and said that she saw Tobias actually cross the street, cross Beaverbrook Street from the other side back over to this side. And as she was telling us this, she's like, there he is. And Tobias was had come across the street and was kind of by a snowbank and started to run down the sidewalk towards Regent Street, like not that far down, but just in that direction. So I gave Tobias's possible owner a can of food and said maybe just slowly go down there and see if you can coax him out, but that didn't happen. So that was the second attempt at capturing Tobias. The great thing is that the owner is more sure now that this cat is his than before. Apparently the cat's been gone for like 5 years. 5 years. His mom told me that last night while he was down trying to see if he could coax Tobias out. And when she said 5 years, like my jaw hit the floor. Like this, the white cat ghost apparently has been out for about 1.5 years, 2 years, 2 winters at least, and is still alive. But Tobias to have been out on the wild for 5 years just boggles my mind, really. Like somebody other than me, like recently, must have been helping that cat out. Like 5 years is pretty incredible for a cat to be missing and kind of still in the area. The owner said that I guess the cat had been kind of a staple down around St. John and Churchill Row, which is down in that direction, which it seems like a really big territory, I guess. Like I don't know what the cats do as far as what their territory is, but so that's that news. Also, one of the ladies who got me onto the whole cat hunting, trapping, coaxing, capturing mission has returned, and she's popping by tomorrow morning. She said, if anything, to just congratulate me. They don't want to interfere in anything that I'm doing because with both cats, I've managed somehow to accomplish much more than they've done in the last 2 years or so. I've just done what I've done. I've got lots of patience. I got lots of time, so I got lots of patience. And like I said to her today, with the chipmunk experiment of getting them to get used to me and accept me and come and sit on my knee and take peanuts from me, that takes a lot of patience and time. So it was kind of the same thing, just a different creature. And I knew that food is something obviously that they want. I mean, if there's not my food, this food out there, then it's going to be, mice or rats or birds, whatever they can get their claws on. Anyway, so yeah, she said if anything was just to come by and thank me for the work that I've been doing, and they really think it's quite incredible, especially the white cat. She was blown away that I actually was able to pet Ghost. And I've been blown away that I've been able to pet Ghost. I didn't think I'd get that close to Ghost ever. I never thought that I'd get that close to that cat. And as I said when I started this thing out, you know, these animals will surprise you at every turn, and they have so many times. So we've got until the end of April. I'm going to involve Karma here soon if I can get these cats back on some kind of a schedule, and see if we can't maybe get them into a trap. But we'll see.